FlossTube. I'm Jessie. Welcome to my channel, Bo Jessie Stitches. Today is Flossoween the 13th. Woo! Because today is October the 13th. Is it an extra spooky day when it's October the 13th in spooky month? I don't know. It's Thursday. One more day for the rest of the week. So funny thing about my life existence is that pretty much since we went home and went remote, my days of the weeks don't make sense. And I always think that Thursday is Friday. It has been this way for like 2 years. And I always wake up on Thursday and I always think it's Friday. And it never is. The same today. Today feels like it should be Friday. It is not. Tomorrow will be a disappointment. I actually believe in a 4-hour work week, like a 32-hour, 4-hour work week, like not like let's make it 10-hour days, because that's just nonsense. Because I'm pretty productive. Now, I also am fully conscious and aware that not everybody is the same and does things the way that I do things. But I don't really feel that this is the why I don't think it makes a difference. Deep Thoughts by Jessie. I take a lot of Fridays off. I have a very generous leave policy in my company, so I accumulate a lot of time. So I have a lot of opportunities to take to work a 4-day week, and I have found in general that having that Friday off doesn't impact my Monday very much. It does, like I'll have probably an extra hour worth of emails to go through and sort through. But in terms of actual real work, I don't, because most of my Fridays are spent catching up, right? So my Fridays are catch up for what I didn't do in the week, right? When you prioritize your work and you're looking at like, how am I going to spend my day? Like Fridays is usually how I spend my day of like, what did I not get done? And when I know I'm going to have Friday off, I kind of build that in during the week, and I end up doing it on Thursdays. I need a drink, excuse me. That cup's almost empty. Pretty sure hopefully I don't stop coughing again. So I'm a proponent of 4-day work week, 32 hours. I also say that knowing that the only time that really works is when I'm not really, really busy. And I'm actually about to hit really busy time. Like so I'm about to talk about like, oh, let's work a 4-hour week. I'm getting ready to start working for 50, 60-hour weeks. So give and take. All right. Let's talk stitching. So yesterday was my last day at the campground in the No New Starts road trip. We had to stay there for 3 days. And I was doing a full 1,400 stitches in a single project while I was camping out. And I was working on Sailor Moon Squad by Tilton Crafts, artwork by Daniel Kordek. And I did hit my goal, and I exceeded it. Y'all, I put in 500 stitches into Sailor Venus yesterday. Like 508. Like it was really very surprising to me. I was just rocking. And this includes confetti. You may not be able to tell because those confettis were like such tiny little 1 stitches and stuff. But I have filled in all the confetti all the way down to where we basically are at the bottom here. So so that's all filled in. And so I filled in her neckband here, and now we are at the next level of basically about 20 squares block is what I'm working on. So I filled in all the way over here, and I'm starting to fill my way down on this one. So super exciting on that. We were watching The Vow. So we started watching this documentary series on HBO called The Vow, and which I don't even know. Like so it takes a while for you to figure out what this is, and apparently it was some kind of weird like sex cult or something. And But it took like a few episodes. But it was very intriguing. So maybe I was just really into the documentary, and so that's why I was stitching so much. Anyways, so here it is. This is probably the last time you will see Sailor Moon's squad this month, because of the challenges for the fandom stitching to do my 13 projects and plus my one project for 13 days. So this is probably the last time you see it, but hopefully not the last time for the year. But super excited. Got a lot of progress on that. The other life update for me is that we finally did our taxes. And y'all, before I became full-time in the pro bono coordinator role, I was, and I still consider myself to a certain extent a tax attorney, though I don't practice it anymore. I'm like the cobbler's kid, where like taxes don't get done until right at the very end. My poor accountant, I'd use an accountant. My poor accountant like gets these emails from me, typically around October 1st. I'm pretty good. I give him like the 2 weeks most of the time. This past Sunday, I was sitting and watching TV, and I was like, I think taxes are due like in a week. So I sent him everything, and our taxes are done. He made it. There's an error in the return, so he needs to fix that. So it will get filed before Monday when they're actually due. But yeah, so get your taxes done if you haven't done them. All right, so what am I going to work on for where did it go? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Hit it under the taxes. So going up on my fandom stitching challenge, I'm moving on to one project for 13 days, a different project for 13 days, and my no new starts road trip. The not every leg, every part of the leg has a challenge associated with it, but in this particular one, it is what is your to go stitching, and that reduces the stitch count required by quite a bit. So I'm going to be working on my travel project, which is Transpride Tapestry by D's 20 Stitches, artwork by Uncanny Kari, and because this is my travel piece, right? So I'm going to continue to work on this tonight, and that will be part of my 13 projects. And so it's not going to be exciting because, as you know, because the reason why it is my travel piece, because I am just filling in. I'm just filling it in. So I shall continue on this side, filling it over here. My goal will be, it might be 600 stitches. I think I'm doing penalty stitches in fandom, and then I'm going to try to do 100 stitches or 200 stitches for the monthly challenge. So there's that. Also, has a note, I may not be doing a Flossoween tomorrow. We're going to see. We're going to kind of wait and see how it goes because we have plans. So, and I probably will not have another Flossoween until Sunday. You can interpret what kind of plans we have for the weekend. So I am going to continue on my 13-day project, my one project for 13 days. It is also my second travel project, and so it kind of fits my road trip challenge. And so I'm going to continue on Haunted House for Forbidden Fiber Co. I know it's still on the Q-Snap, but this is where I am at. So when you see this on Sunday, hopefully there'll be some major progress in here as I work on this. Probably doing penalty stitches. I actually do have a project for the rest of the weekly challenge that I can work on, but it's Cinderella, and Cinderella does not travel well, just in case you're wondering. So penalty stitches it shall be. But again, if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Sunday. But I'm not done. Don't worry. We're not finishing. Although it's already 9 minutes. Babbly today. It's because I didn't talk very much. Another major life update today. Lots of things happened on Thursday when nothing happened. We turned on our solar panels today. So we actually installed our solar panels like months ago. Like it was in May that they were installed, inspection passed and everything. But like our electric grid people like are seriously behind on like approving all of the applications. And so there was like an investigative report about it like about a month ago, and then all of a sudden we started getting some movement. Today it got turned on. So we in October, but it's very sunny in Texas. It's always going to stay sunny. So we hope to see some credit And not this billing cycle. He says it's at least one billing cycle, but like in December, I'm going to start seeing some credits. We're so excited. These things are expensive. So we would like to start getting some of that return in investment. So another major excitement. 31 Days of Haunted America, October 13th. Let's see what we got. It's probably thematic, as we got a pattern yesterday. It is squishy, so I am assuming that we are getting floss. And we have gotten floss. So these are the colors. Boop, boop, boop. Which match the pattern from Park Harbor Bar yesterday. All right. Today's story. The Old Jail in St. Augustine, Florida. All right. The Old Jail is listed on the Florida and National Registry of Haunted Places. I didn't know there was a National Registry of Haunted Places. And has been featured on numerous TV shows, including Ghost Hunters and Paranormal Seekers. Built in 1891, this St. Augustine landmark was once home to the county's most vicious and violent criminals, the worst of whom were hanged at the gallows on the property. That's it. That's the only information. So here's the question. How does one get onto the National Registry of Haunted Places? What's the criteria? What does that application look like? And do you have to have people vouch for the hauntings? Lawyer questions. All right. Anyone know? Anyone know about the Old Jail and its hauntingness? Kind of curious. All right, y'all. Well, joke for the day. Maybe a groaner, may not be. You can't win them all. You can't win all the jokes. Ready? Where do werewolves store their things? In a warehouse. All right, y'all. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. It is the exact type of days that you need on your days off. And wherever you are, I hope you are having a stitchy, spooky time. And I'll see you on Sunday or tomorrow. See you. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.